Hi everybody, this is Ree, and it is 5:59, and I am on my way to an Amazon warehouse that I've never been to on this channel. Now, I've been to this warehouse before, but never have I recorded going to this warehouse on this channel. So if you're interested in seeing me deliver out of a new warehouse, then keep watching. It is a .com warehouse. This is what it's looking like out here. It is about 6:08. My block starts at 6:15, and I don't know how far I am away. There was a big pool of water here on the interstate that I couldn't see, and the car in front of me, I thought I was recording, but it wasn't actually recording. But the car in front of me stopped because they were going through this giant pool of water, and it was so deep that it splashed here on the windshield, and I could not see for about a good 5 seconds. And that was one of the scariest experiences that I've had on the road. So I didn't realize it was so much rain, and that we're still, I saw in the weather, I have to say, I saw that it said we could have intermittent thunderstorms after this tornado. I don't know if the tornado came through, but we actually had a lot of tornado warnings, tornado watches, not just a warning, but a watch where it was saying take shelter. But I thought that had passed and we are going to have light rain, but as you can see, it's not. So we'll see what they're doing here at this station. Once I get there, I'll come back on. I am at the Laverne station today, and as you can see, it's lightning. There was flooding. This is what this station looks like, and as I've said before, every station is different. There, as you can see, are a lot of people who are here to work a block even after a tornado and in severe thunderstorm and flooding. Tell you what. And look, I'm one of them, so I can't really talk. But now let's see what's going on. Hold up. All right, hold up. Let me turn off my wipers here so you all can see. Okay. Here's the station. And there's cars waiting, but all the doors are closed. There aren't even any attendants here scanning licenses or anything like that. And it is flooded. It's severely flooded right now outside on the roads. So I don't know if the trucks can make it in. I don't know if the people who work at the warehouse station can make it in. So this is the thing about doing the Amazon Flex delivery. A lot of times there won't be any communication between Amazon, the corporation, and the Flex workers. So if a warehouse is closed, you might drive to the warehouse and you're not going to get, especially if there aren't any people at the warehouse to let Amazon corporate know that they're not there because of safety issues or because of a storm or something like that, then you're not gonna get a alert to your phone saying that the warehouse is closed, your block has been canceled. You will just need to come to the warehouse and find that out on your own. Now, if you come to the warehouse and it's closed and nobody is here, you will be paid. But you have to come to the warehouse. You have to actually make it to the warehouse. You must sign in on your phone. If there's nobody here, like right now, let me show you again. Hold on. So as you can see, the cars are starting to pull up. And people are realizing, oh, this warehouse is closed. They are moving on. And I'm going to be one of those people who's going to move on. But first, I have to take a picture and I have to make sure that I get documentation that the warehouse was closed. What's going to happen is once the station employees actually do arrive, they are going to retroactively cancel the block, then we will still be paid. All right, so I'm calling driver support right now.
Your call is in queue and will be answered by the next available member of our team as soon as possible.
Successfully raise a ticket for you, so you just be relaxed. You can just close the application and go back to your home.
Okay, so I'm good to go at this point.
Yes.
Okay.
You will be still getting paid for this particular block. You just be relaxed about that.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You heard that. And it's also recorded. Not that it needs to be, because the station is clearly closed. There's nobody here. There is nobody here. So sometimes that happens. And if that happens, this is what you do. All right. So I am heading to wherever, but the interstate is completely backed up because of the flooding on the interstate. I'm gonna have to take an alternate route. So it's really hard to see, but there's a lot of pooling water here. And yeah, right here, maybe you can see it between the windshield wipers going. You can see how that right there is all pooling water. And the cars that are coming through it, somebody's behind me. The cars that are coming through it are splashing up water. Well, that's what happened on the interstate when I was coming here, but there was more, and there's flooding over on the sides. It's really hard to see because my windshields are fogging up. But that's what happened, except it was so much water. Like I said, I couldn't even see. All that's water there. All that's flooding, runoff water over on the right-hand side. It's unbelievable. So I already had a catering order that I'm picking up at 11:24 from Hattie B's Hot Chicken, and then I received a deliver that catering order, and it is for $38, but like the order total is 400 something, which I like to do at least 10%. If I'm going to pick up some food, I want to at least have a catering order. I want to have at least a 10% payout, at least 10% of the order total. So this is just slightly below that, but it's in Cool Springs. So Cool Springs, I'm heading that way. I'm gonna stay in the area and see what other orders might be out here until 10:30 when I pick up this order. Right now it is 6:55, so almost 7. So I have 3.5 hours. 3.5 hours. Let's see if there's some other orders out here in 3.5 hours. Change of plans. I actually think I'm just going to go home because there's things I need to take care of at home, and no. I'm not. I'm like, wait a minute, everything's closed right now. I did receive a order, this one right here, from the bagel shop, so that is in the direction that I'm going. It's actually towards my house, or really near my house where I'm dropping it off. So it's only $7. I normally would not take that. Normally would not. But I'm going to take it because why not be paid to drive where I'm going anyway. I am here at the Creve Hall Bagel Company, which is where I'm picking up. And I just got an add-on for $7, which is also in the area that I'm going back to. And on top of that, so I actually just released both of my catering orders. I canceled the catering order for Zifty, the one from Hattie B's that was $44. I canceled that. And then I also, and I'm kind of like, oh, what? Did I really do that? But the reason why I did that was because there was there is a $71 order. Let's take a look at it here. I'll show it to you. So this order popped up for $71, and it's only going 3 miles, and it's for $435 worth of food. I think because of the weather, there's probably going to be more orders out, and I want to take advantage of that, and I won't need to travel as far. I won't need to go all the way out to Cool Springs because this is much closer to my house. I had 2 catering orders that were going to pay $82 combined, but I would have needed to travel 30 miles to get to one both ways. This is going to pay $71.50, and I'm only traveling 3 miles from the pickup location. So I feel that is much better, and where I'm picking up is about 4 or 5 miles from my house. So that is going to save me that $10 that I would have made doing those 2 orders. Plus it's less time. So in that time, who knows what other orders will come up. And that's the way I work the multi-apping. I'm always like doing those calculations to see what can I pair up? What can I pair up that's going to give me the best value for my time? And I hope you do that too. Hey. Hi, I'm picking up an Uber order for Caroline. Do you all hear that thunder? They said that the order will be ready in 1 minute, so let's see. All right, so we are all set to go. Now let's see where I'm going to next. I think it said Chick-fil-A. I was right. The next order is Chick-fil-A. So this is a tip for when you multi-app. When you know your market, so like what I did, I got off the interstate, not because, actually, yeah, I got off the interstate because it was backed up, but also because taking the street roads through this area possibly would have orders that I could pick up. If you remember, I was going to just stay out for the whole 3.5 hours until the catering order came, but I didn't do that because I got the other catering order that's going to work out better. This is what I thought it was going to be more like. A little light rain, off and on rain, maybe some thundering, but nothing like what it was when I was driving to the Amazon station. However, I'm very grateful because had it not been such severe weather, I would not be receiving $135. I am at Chick-fil-A. I wasn't sure if they were open, and the rain has picked back up. So I am so grateful. I cannot say it enough. I am so grateful that, and I guess Chick-fil-A is open? Yes, they are open. That I'm not delivering packages out here in this rain. When I picked up that block, and as I was driving to the station, I said, okay. I just got an alert from Uber saying the order is ready. Let's hope it's actually ready. Let's see. You see that water pooling? I almost don't even want to get out of the car because it is so much rain happening right now. This is flood. This is, we have a flood advisory in effect too. I'm attempting to wait until it gets a little less, but it doesn't seem like it. Okay, so it is pouring. I'm hanging out underneath here until the rain kind of lets up a little bit, and then I got the order, it's in my bag so it doesn't get wet, and then I'm gonna jet over to the car. Oh my goodness, you all. I feel like I'm a newscaster or something. My goodness. So what you just heard was this right here. That's right. We got a flood warning now. I'm in the car. Let's read this together. Okay, we are in a flash flood warning. It says, this is a dangerous and life-threatening situation. Do not attempt to travel unless you are fleeing an area subject to flooding under an evacuation order. Okay, people. Okay. So I'm not really sure about this delivering these people's food. I think I'm gonna call Uber. I don't really know, because I have the food and everything, but like, you know, this flash the flash flood warning just came in after I got the orders, and you saw what it was like just a few minutes ago. There was no rain. The rain seemed like it has stopped. I am so, can I say it another time? I am so grateful that the Amazon warehouse was closed. So my safety definitely comes first. I'm not driving in this. There's absolutely no way. I'm not even attempting to go back to my house. I'm staying put like all the rest of the cars, which you can't see, because you see that red right there? Those are the car lights that are they're just sitting in the drive-through because nothing's moving right now. I'm not taking anybody their orders. I've texted both the customers. You know, they know as well as I do that we're under the advisory not to move and not to travel if we don't have to, unless we're evacuating. I'm not evacuating. I'm hanging out in my car. Really glad to have a well-contained area to stay. Somebody is actually pulling out though. Yeah, so that's what I've decided to do. I'm just gonna hang out here in the Chick-fil-A parking lot, and hopefully it'll let up, but if it doesn't, oh well. And I'm getting a Grubhub order. This is what is happening out here. What the is Grubhub sending me? Let's look and find out. This is what Grubhub was sending me, and there's no way I'm doing that. That's like just a regular order. Are you kidding me? Why? In a flood? In a flood? You're kidding me. Let's see what the next order is, and I'll put it right up here. It was just that same order. Okay, I think there's a lull. I think there's a lull in the rain. I'm gonna go for it so I can get my tail back home. This area right in front of where you exit Chick-fil-A is completely flooded. Completely. Just a pool of standing water and a swirling, whirling whirlpool going out into the storm drain. But like, I don't even know. All of that runoff there. There's all that runoff that's run off so fast. Big puddles of water here. And yeah, I'm getting off the road if I didn't already say that. I tried to just get a shot. There's people behind me, so I can't really record like I want to record. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, it is so... Here, let me roll the window down. Wow. I wasn't here for the flood of 2009, I believe, but things can really flood in this area. More flooding here. Here comes somebody. Let's see what they're gonna do. I'll let them come through first. All right. Now it's my turn. This water is unfreaking believable. It's like a waterfall right there. My goodness. Wow. All right, you all. This is the flood edition. Thanks for being here and watching. This is one of the major streets here in Nashville, in the city. This is 12th Avenue South, and it is so very flooded here. I've never seen water like this, to be honest. Because like I said, I wasn't here during the last flood, so I think it was even more water than this. I'm really glad that you all are here for me to share this with. I mean, okay, I gotta go, because there's someone behind me, and I feel like I'm in a freaking river raft right now. Like, are you kidding me? You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. So about 30 minutes later, this is what we're looking like. I'm almost at the second drop off, and I am ready to be back home, to say the least. I just dropped off here to the Flower Emporium, and I don't think she said thank you, or maybe I didn't hear. I'm a little touchy right now. I'm a little like, yeah, ready to be home. All right, I'm heading home, and I'm probably not gonna do the catering order on camera, but like I said, the order is for $71.50, and if it's still raining like this, I'm coming back home after that. All right, well, thank you all for riding along with me. I'd love to have you as a subscriber. If you find value in these videos, then subscribe and like. I'll see you on the next one.